What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. Now, as you can see from this gameplay here, we are taking it to one of the best new pulse rifles for the PvP realm, in my personal opinion here, and it also slaps in the PvE realm, the Oversoul Edict from the Crotas and Raid. This is that nice 450 RPM pulse rifle that has a banger roll for the Crucible, 5 out of 5 in my opinion for pulse rifles. And like I said, we got a couple different options for the PvE realm, so you can take this in with that arc synergy if you would like, but mainly I'm going to be focusing on the PvP side of this thing because it is nasty. You can see got that we ran with it literally on like my third game of the night after I pulled this from Master Your Route this week. So definitely get into Crota's Raid and get your red borders for this one so you can craft it out. We got lucky with that adept on this roll for PvP, so we will get right into that after our origin trade. For the origin trait on all of those Crotas and weapons, we have Cursed Thrall. After defeating a target with a melee attack, final blows with this weapon cause targets to explode for a short period of time. So this thing slaps inside of PvE with those explosions, but inside of the Crucible as well, playing on something like a Titan like my main is, you can get those melee defeats, get those explosions from Cursed Thrall to proc, as well as your perks that you got on it, and it just feels so crisp and so good in 3s as well as 6s. So like I said, let's get right into this PvP God Roll. So starting us off right here, luckily my adept version is absolutely nasty with these perks, Keep Away and Head Seeker. This is definitely what you are looking for on this pulse rifle. Now for me, I had the range masterwork, but when you are crafting this, you can obviously pick and choose your masterwork, and I would definitely go with range or stability, totally up to you for the Crucible realm, but I do think range feels the best because you can add on with, like I have counterbalance stock to get our recoil direction up to 94, so it feels really nice with that. Now for me, I'm using arrowhead brake on this to give it better recoil control and a little quicker handling. You could go something like corkscrew rifling, which I had before, or even hammer forged rifling here, which gives you that plus 10 to range. But see, it cranks our recoil all the way down to 64, which is a super weird and kind of hard to control pattern for recoil, even though you get the plus 10 range. That's why I have arrowhead brake on this, so we can have that 94. Now we are going with ricochet rounds on this to get that increased stability and range on this. You could go with high caliber if you want, but you lose that stability, so that's why ricochet rounds are the god tier, S tier, basically everything inside of the Crucible for the magazine. Now luckily for me, on the adept version, I got Keep Away and Head Seeker, but this is definitely what you are looking for on your roll for the PvP realm. Keep Away increases that reload, range, and accuracy when no targets are in close proximity, so this thing procs super easily inside of the Crucible, especially when you are playing those 3s, just like Trials of Osiris or that competitive game modes where it's 3s. Just absolutely insane in my opinion how Keep Away feels on hand cannons as well as pulse rifles inside of the Crucible. Now on top of that, luckily I got Head Seeker on this bad boy. You could also go something like Sword Logic if you wanted, but Head Seeker is definitely the goated perk here. Body shots landed with this weapon increase precision damage and aim assist for a short time. Body shots landed while the perk is active refreshes the timer. So with the bounce of the pulse on this, you can hit a couple body shots with 2 out of the the 3 bullets that come out a couple times, you can get Head Seeker to proc, and then you will be doing that nice crazy precision damage on this weapon, especially when you are staying back with Keep Away. That range and stability feels so crispy on this weapon, and the quick 540 RPM of this makes it feel like the peace of mind. I know people love that, and it is one of my favorite pulse rifles to use inside of the Crucible as well. So this feels like the energy version of that pulse rifle, and you can absolutely slay enemies with this weapon. So definitely get to crafting this for the PvP realm. Now on the flip side, for the PvE realm and that arc synergy, you got a couple different options in that third and fourth column. For the third column, definitely in my opinion, you got Demolitionist, probably my go-to for this column, giving us that grenade energy on defeats, and we can reload the weapon when we throw our grenade. Or you could go with Enlightened Action, dealing damage improves reload and handling, more for that add clear action, but I like personally Demolitionist on a lot of my PvE weapons. Now in the fourth column, I personally really like Volt Shot on this because of its fast shooting nature. After reloading, we can jolt those targets if we get a defeat with it. So this thing is very good at proccing Ionic Traces, as well as just clearing adds very quickly. Now you could go something like Adrenaline Junkie to pair with Demolitionist, because that Adrenaline Junkie will give increased damage and handling from final blows with grenades or the weapon. And last, you got Sword Logic, a perk for the Crota and raid weapons, is final blows grant damage on this weapon. The strength and duration of the bonus when is depending on the powerful target is defeated. So if it's a red bar, which lasts a little bit less than those orange bars, which last a little bit less than a boss or something like that. So you could go with Sword Logic, but I would definitely go with Demo mixed with Volt Shot for that PvE realm. So thank you guys so much for continuing to watch the videos. Truly appreciate that. Mean a lot to me. Hopefully y'all are in on the giveaway for that PC. Will be ending soon, so make sure to get into that down below, as well as hit that subscribe and bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos like this, as well as our builds. So thank y'all again. Truly appreciate y'all. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.